Hey, what's going on, Brandon Aiyuk? He also, I believe, posted on Instagram stories. And then Aiyuk also posted, don't forget what got you there
Yikes.
with the eyeball emojis.
What's up, Reddit Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel and you would like to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell so you're notified every time I come out with brand new content. And also, leave me a comment. I'll definitely respond to you guys. And please, like this video. The last few videos, we've been really killing it, but we haven't reached our goal of at least 200 likes, everybody. So let's try to get this video at least to 200 likes. Well, Raider Nation, as you guys might have heard, Brandon Aiyuk is trying to get his name attached to the Las Vegas Raiders. You know, he's coming out with some cryptic messages on Instagram, and his brother even came out saying, hey, BA to Vegas, saying how he had 1,300 yards this year. He was an all-pro, and he only got 3 receptions in the Super Bowl, and he's pissed. And that speaks volumes on the type of people that want to play for Antonio Pierce. Just like I've been telling you guys in my prior videos, you know, players are going to want to play for a coach like AP. He's a player's coach. You know, they can relate to a guy like AP. The typical player can't relate to Kyle Shanahan or guys like Sean Payton. They can more relate to a guy who looks just like them. You know, Antonio Pierce, he was an ex-player. He knows exactly what it is to be a player, what is expected day in and day out. You know, that's why he doesn't press the players too much, just enough. You know, he's a leader of men. These are the type of players that want to play for AP. You know, don't get me wrong. Brandon Aiyuk is a great player. You know, he was a second team All-Pro last year. You know, he just came off of his best year. He got over 1,300 yards. You know, it's the second time in his young career that he went over 1,000 yards. You know, and I would like to credit that to Kyle Shanahan. He's a great play caller. You know, Brandon Aiyuk is a great player. He unfortunately signed the 5th-year option last year, so he's tied with San Francisco regardless of what he wants. You know, in my eyes, it looks like he wanted a contract extension. You know, I kind of think, you know, he's making a big fuss because he wants a payday. You know, Deebo Samuel made a fuss last offseason and he got his money. You know, Christian McCaffrey got his money. You know, he feels like he's next in line. He thinks he deserves to be paid as a top wide receiver. You know, as of right now, he's is estimated to make only $14 million next year when guys like Devontae are getting $30 million plus. You know, Tyreek getting $30 million. He wants north of $20 million, and I don't blame him. You know, with a player like Brandon Aiyuk, like I said, he had 2 back-to-back seasons with over 1,000 yards. He's a great player. He just doesn't fit our team. We have way too many wide receivers right now. You know, we just paid Jacoby Myers last year, and we got Devontae Adams the year prior, and we just drafted Trey Tucker. So I would like to pump the brakes on bringing in any more wide receivers. As it is, I think we should let go of Hunter Renfrow. Like I've been saying, we need to save some money somehow so we can pay Josh Jacobs. Because as of right now, you know, Josh Jacobs is not really tied to us next year. And we really would love to have him back. He already said if Antonio Pierce was the head coach, it would be 90% sure that he would return as a Raider. You know, and I'm here all for it. Let's get this whole team back together. Let's go after a quarterback and let's get ready to roll, guys. But, you know, like back to this Brandon Aiyuk situation, like I said, I think he's just really trying to put his name out there. You know, the free agency hasn't even started. And this is the first player that is already making a case, making it known that he wants to play for the Las Vegas Raiders. And like I said, that speaks volumes because of Antonio Pierce. You're going to tell me if Josh McDaniels was still the head coach that Brandon Aiyuk would want to come to Vegas? Hell no. You know, like I've been saying, plenty of great players are going to want to play in Vegas. They're going to want to come play for a guy like Antonio Pierce. You know, Leonard Williams is supposed to be a free agent this year. You know, Ladarius Sneed from the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, Chris Jones has already been saying that he plans to return to Kansas City, but you just never know. You know, if the money ain't right there, they got to pay Patrick Mahomes a lot of money next year. So if the money ain't right, you know, they can't keep all their guys. You know, and we might be able to snatch one of those players. You know, and that's the route I would rather go. I would rather build through our offensive line and our defensive line. Everybody knows that you win Super Bowls through the trenches. You know, you don't get these star weapons. You know, it's a waste if you can't protect the quarterback. Look at this year. We couldn't protect Jimmy at the beginning of the year, and he was dog shit. And, you know, that's why we had to put in Aiden O'Connell, who was a little bit mobile. Which brings me to my next point, guys. That's why I think we have to draft a quarterback. The game of the NFL is now where you need a mobile quarterback. Just look at the last few quarterbacks that have gone to the Super Bowl. You know, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy even has little signs of mobility. You know, hell of a lot more mobile than Aiden O'Connell. So, as far as Brandon Aiyuk goes, I would stay away from him. As it is, like I said, he's under contract with the 49ers next year. It would have to be a trade with them, and I'm not willing to give up any of my players or any draft capital for a player like that. Like I said, we have plenty of wide receivers. You know, as it is, we have to get rid of players like Hunter Renfrow. You know, we need to make money for Josh Jacobs, and I just don't think because if we were to get Brandon Aiyuk, he would be expecting a contract extension. That's why I think he's making this fuss. He wants to get paid. So he's not just going to want to get traded. He's going to want a contract extension as well. And like I said, I would stay away from that. But hey, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this whole situation. Would you guys want the Raiders to trade for Brandon Aiyuk? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, Raider Nation, peace.